outside the minimum or the maximum of the price band. Okay, now the next question is, what is the real purpose of a price band? That is to control mass buying or selling of shares in one direction. Okay, imagine what happens if all the FIIs and the DIIs start selling a stock, or if all the FIIs and the DIIs start buying the stock. Okay, so in order to avoid that one-way direction trading, the NSE and BSE and the SEBI has the price band in picture to control those movements, to control or to avoid the panic selling. Okay, all those things have been considered, and those guys have come up with the price band. Okay, now which stocks have a price band? The stocks that does not have a derivative product listed, okay, then it will have a price band. If a stock has a derivative product listed, it does not have an upper and lower price band. Okay, so what are the derivatives? In simple term, those are futures and options that we have. Okay, so that was the thing which I wanted to cover in price bands. Okay, because some of the guys came up with that question, so it is very important to know these little things. Okay, since you are traders, right? So having that said, let's move on now. Okay, so the final setup. Okay, the final setup for intraday trading is this. Okay, let me repeat what are the things that we have here. We have Supertrend, we have VWAP, we have Pivot Point, only the Ichimoku cloud, nothing else. Okay, if you follow the Ichimoku thing, okay, if you follow the Ichimoku strategy or the Ichimoku indicator, it will have a lot of lines, right? Those are nothing but the little moving averages, I believe, and time has something to do. So I wanted to make it simple. Okay, so I took a good 2 months to check this, and finally I was satisfied with this. I was satisfied on the stuff wherein I removed all the other lines from the Ichimoku cloud, except for the Ichimoku cloud. Now it is proven very well that Ichimoku cloud works as a very strong resistance and a support. Okay, and our whole technicals revolves around support, resistance, and volume, right? Okay, when I'm already talking about this, let me talk about this as well. There was a question wherein one guy asked that as in when the time goes off, the market will, the technicals that follow, the strategies that we follow will also start fading off. Okay, so what do we do at that end? So I gave the answer that nothing like that. Technicals will always remain as technicals. Okay, they will never pass. And the technicals that we are discussing here training are purely on support, resistances, and volume. Okay, how does a market move? A market moves with a stock price moves with the help of volume, with the help of supports and resistances. Right now, imagine if there is no resistance, the stock will keep going up. Is it going to happen anyway? Never. It is never going to happen. Imagine there is no support, the stock will keep moving down. Will it happen? Is there any chance of that happening? Is it practically possible? No, it is not practically possible. So market is moving on behalf of support, resistance, and volume, and those are the exact three technicals that we are using in this training program. So there is no way, no matter how many years pass by, no matter what happens, these things will keep working. Okay, coming back to the Ichimoku cloud. This is a very strong support and resistance area, I would say. Okay, so this is a very strong area which works as support and resistance. Now in my back testing, what I have seen is whenever a stock is crossing, okay, let me draw this. Okay, let's say the area between these two blue lines is the Ichimoku cloud. Okay, so whenever, let me cover it up. Okay, let's say the area between the rectangle is the Ichimoku cloud. Okay, it has been seen that whenever a stock, hold on, yeah, let's say a stock is going up slowly, it entered the Ichimoku cloud and it crossed the Ichimoku cloud and closed above it. The time frame remains minutes. Okay, so it has been seen that whenever a stock crosses the Ichimoku cloud and closes above it, we can expect the stock price to be moving up in the same direction for a while. Okay, similarly, the same holds true for a script which is crossing the Ichimoku cloud from the top and coming down. Okay, so the script is coming down, it entered the Ichimoku cloud, it crossed the Ichimoku cloud and it closed below the Ichimoku cloud. So there are all the chances of that script that it will follow the downward direction for a while, and that is what we are trading, right? So let me show you practically here. This let me show you to you for 10 to 15 good scripts. Okay, so no predefined scripts. Again, I will show whatever is there on the terminal here. Okay, so this is the Ichimoku cloud wherein you see, let me make it bigger. Yeah, so where you see this price, right, is actually penetrating inside the Ichimoku cloud and eventually it is closing above the cloud. So it has all the chances to move up. Okay, thing to remember here is you need to use the Ichimoku cloud to have a high level view of the stock movement. You are not entering the long position at this because it closed above the Ichimoku cloud. All the other techniques that we have discussed, they remain untouched. We are using Ichimoku cloud to have an overall idea of what might happen. The VWAP, ST, pivot point, all the things that we have discussed earlier remains the same no matter what. Okay, so I believe this is fine. The screen size, oh sorry, I did not extend it, I'm so sorry. Okay, so you see that the script in this example, okay, from the down it has crossed the Ichimoku cloud and closed above the Ichimoku cloud, so we can expect this guy to go up. Okay, again to repeat, please do not take your positions avoiding the other technicals. It will be a blunder. Ichimoku cloud I have introduced just to have an added information to the support and resistance things. Okay, I need to show you many examples. That is why I have to bring in the list here. Please do allow me to do that. Okay, so let me also make the candlesticks a little smaller. Okay, moving on to the next one, Biocon. Okay, Ichimoku cloud, in the cases where you see that the script price is anyways above the cloud, we don't have to think anything about it. So in the case of Biocon, it is all anyways above the Ichimoku cloud, right? So Ichimoku cloud is out of the picture. Let it be there, but you need to concentrate on the other technicals. Okay, similarly, if I take an example of Biocon for the previous day here, okay, so here you can see that the candlesticks are piercing the Ichimoku cloud from the top and closing below the cloud. So there are a lot of chances that the stock will continue in the same direction for some more time. Okay, so it did that. Again, to repeat, guys, please do not avoid any of the technicals that I have discussed earlier. Ichimoku cloud is just for an added confirmation. Okay, so moving on to the next one, NIT Tech. Where is that? Yeah, NIT Tech. Again here, Ichimoku cloud was crossed here once, it fell down along with the other technicals, and on Friday it pierced the Ichimoku cloud from down to up and closed above Ichimoku cloud, and then there was the rally. Okay, so Ichimoku cloud is working as a good support, just like other technicals. IBE real estate. Okay, Ichimoku cloud was, in this case, see, it has not come from the above and then pierced and come down. Okay, so in such cases, okay, the movement is not that strong. Okay, if it would have been coming from the top direction, pierced the Ichimoku cloud and closed below it, then I might think that it would have gone more down, more downfall it might be having. Okay, but in this case, the candlestick actually entered the Ichimoku cloud, went half till the distance of the Ichimoku cloud, and then again started falling. Okay, and eventually here at this point, you see that the Ichimoku cloud was breached and the candlestick closed above it and it went up. Okay, again to repeat, guys, do not avoid any of the technical we have decided. Okay, now getting on to the next example. Okay, here in this case, do we actually need to see the Ichimoku cloud anyways? No, because for the whole day the candlesticks are anyways above Ichimoku cloud, so just avoid it. Okay, so coming to Adani Ports, the same thing. Okay, Ichimoku cloud was crossed from down to up and eventually it went up. Okay, CanBank, the Ichimoku cloud was crossed from down to up. Okay, from down to up it was crossed and it went up. Again to repeat, guys, you are not avoiding any of the technicals. Okay, similarly, Ichimoku cloud was anyways above it, above the candlesticks, right? So the technicals, you follow the technicals, and this is the point where Ichimoku cloud was actually breached and the candlestick closed above. So we expect stock price to go up for quite some time. So it did, right? Yeah, I will share that. Hold on, guys. I'll share it. I will share it. Lalit will share it. Soma, hold on. Okay, just to let you know how Ichimoku cloud I'm using, I'm just telling you. Okay, so this is the strength of the Ichimoku cloud, guys. Okay, so I tested it for almost 2 months and I was very satisfied with it. But at the same time, you all have to keep in mind that Ichimoku cloud is again a support and resistance that we need to keep in mind. That we need to follow. Okay, just a support and resistance thing. All the other technicals remain exactly the same. The same way you follow, you do it. Now, in which situations do I don't trade? I don't take a trade. Okay, I don't take trades if the candlesticks are within the cloud. I just avoid it. Let me see if I can find an example for you. Okay, I need a big cloud for that actually. I'm making the font a bit smaller. Okay, guys, just to see if I get an example anywhere at all. Okay, not a perfect one, but still, let me show this to you guys. Okay, let me make it a bit bigger. Okay. Okay, this is ICL, guys. So I normally don't trade on scripts wherein I see the candlestick which are continuing within the Ichimoku cloud. Okay, so this is an area where many candlesticks which are within the Ichimoku cloud, right? And you don't have a chance to trade anyways because you have a VWAP which can act as a support. Okay, you have an SC which can act as a support. So this is not an area of trading at all. The area of trading for us starts from this candle, the 2 o'clock candle, right? It crossed the Ichimoku cloud, first confirmation, sorry, it took support from Supertrend, first confirmation. It crossed and closed above VWAP, second confirmation. It crossed the Ichimoku cloud and closed above it, third confirmation. It breached the pivot point, fourth confirmation, and then you enter at this candle, the 2 o'clock candle. Okay, so we need to have multiple confirmations. It builds up our case. It makes our strategy more stronger. Okay, I just love to play with the support and resistance stuffs. That is why I have introduced the Ichimoku cloud into here. Okay, so that cloud is really a strong support and can also act as a strong resistance as well. Okay, all game of support, resistance and volume, guys. Okay, now I hope you understood. Let me repeat it again. First point, if you see any candles which are trading or which are being formed within the Ichimoku cloud, avoid that trade. You will get n number of trades wherein the candlesticks have crossed the Ichimoku cloud. So don't worry about it. Okay, you will get n number of trades every single day. Okay, so just try avoiding the trades which are for the candlesticks when the candlesticks are within the Ichimoku cloud. Okay, try avoiding those trades. Second point, whenever the Ichimoku cloud is breached by a particular series of candle from below to up, okay, and it closes above the Ichimoku cloud, it gives an added confirmation to us that the script might go up further, along with the other technical confirmations as well. Similarly for short, if the Ichimoku cloud is being beat from top to down by a series of candlesticks and closes below the Ichimoku cloud, it gives an added confirmation to us that the script can go down further for some more time. Added to it that the other technicals are also supporting it. Okay, so very simple and very effective. All right, so next, coming on to the the settings of the Ichimoku cloud. Okay, let me show you how does it actually look like if you Ichimoku cloud. Okay, so you right click, you go to insert indicator on the right hand side, scroll down and search for Ichimoku cloud, this one. Okay, click on that and you get so many lines. Okay, let me go ahead and close all the others so that the chart can be more bigger. Okay, this is how you get it. Can you understand anything from it at all? Guys, is it possible? Sorry, is it visible to everybody? Please confirm once, because it is very important for me to show you how the original Ichimoku cloud looks like, and after we amended it, how does it look like? Okay, it is visible. Okay, great. Thank you so much. So many lines, right? So many lines. How will you decide what to do? Yeah, exactly. Like a Matrix movie. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is very confusing. Okay, so what we will do is we will remove everything. Let me take on to the thing which I have drawn. Okay, and you go to settings. Okay, what I'll do is I will copy paste. I will take a snapshot and I will copy paste on Discord. Okay, and you can do the exact same settings on your screen and you will get the same view as I am getting right now. Okay, so these are the settings which I have changed according to the to get a better visibility of the Ichimoku cloud. This is the best that I can get. Okay, so if you have anything that can be better, you can do it. Okay, so nothing to worry about. Please give me some time. Let's not rush ourselves. Give it some time. By today evening, I will just go ahead and take the snapshot of all the 3 settings page. Okay, not the source code. Source code do anything with us. Okay, so let me minimize this, and I will go ahead and give you the snapshot of the inputs window and the style window. Okay, so once you follow the same thing, once you replicate the same thing on your settings, this is the output. Okay, a quite simple, quite clean output, I think. Okay, so this is the final setup that I use day in and day out, guys. Okay, hope you were able to grasp the things which I told you. Okay, so let's move on to the question and answer session, guys. Okay, so that's it for today. Let's move on to the question and answer session, and let's take it up.
Okay.
Right. Pavan is saying, Mangal, in deleting other technicals, you can double click on charting area. Not pretty sure, Pavan, what do you mean by that? But yeah, if this is something which is good, then please, I would request you to please make a small note of it and paste it on Discord so that it can be helpful to others as well. All right? Yeah. Okay, next one is Mohammed. Mohammed is saying, I'm using this normally for short term. I have not tried this on swing trading because the thing which I use for swing trading is very strong and it works well for me. But as I say, if a thing is working for you, do not leave following that. Okay, so keep following it. Great. Chaitanya is asking, is there any purpose of having MACD? No. I'm so sorry. I'll remove it. As I said earlier, we are not using MACD in normal circumstances. We are using MACD only for the MACD and separating script. That's it. I'm so sorry about that. I forgot to remove it. Okay. Thanks, Chaitanya. Right. Next is Giridhar. You will be sharing the exact setup like VWAP volume. Yes, I need to actually see what happened, Giridhar. Here is Ichimoku Cloud has not been replicated to batch 1 and batch 2 till now. Okay, so I have to make a video, explain the same stuff which I did to you, and I need to drop that video in the Google share of batch 1 and batch 2. Okay, so I will do it. I'll do it within a couple of days. But as of now, please do bear with me. I will not go ahead and update the settings in the resource channel. Sorry, in the resource links channel, because once I do it, batch 1 and batch 2 will be like, they will be after me that give us the video. Okay, so give me some time. I will prepare it very quickly, and then I will also head and change all the settings in the resource links. Okay, as of now, just okay. Okay, next one is Ashif. Can you please explain Ichimoku Cloud trading strategy using Reliance 18th Jan chat? See, first thing first, Ichimoku is not essential for us, especially for the people who are in this training. Okay, Asif? So let me just go ahead and 18th Jan chart for Reliance is this one. Okay, starting from here. So Ichimoku, I will just take it in terms of all the technicals that we have. Okay, so Ichimoku Cloud was breached and the candlesticks came down. But we see the pivot and the super trend sitting here. So will you go short? The straight answer is no, because they will work as a resistance. Again, Ichimoku Cloud was breached in the upward direction and the candle closed above the Ichimoku Cloud and the VWAP. Will you go long? It depends from person to person, right? Because if we see that the day's high is quite near, okay, so you might want the script to cross the day's high, right? Because this guy is at 926 and the day's high is at 929.50. A mere 3 rupees 50 paise difference for a 900 rupees script. It is not a big deal to cover that distance. Okay, so we should wait for the day's high to get broken. Okay, so guys who go long can be in small profits or will have to book their losses when the stop loss is hit. Okay, similarly, the same thing happens here as well. It is again and again trying to go up, but it is not getting momentum or the volume to push. Okay, so as I said, all the technicals will remain the same. Here, the Ichimoku Cloud was broken from the top to the bottom. At the same time, we are getting other technicals which are supporting like super trend and VWAP, but we have the pivot line just below it Can you go short? The straight answer is no, because pivot line can work as a support. So we need to wait for the pivot line to be breached. Okay, so this is like, there is so many wicks. Okay, one more thing to note here is mark thought process, guys. Okay, just by seeing this candle, the first thing I mark is, why are there so many wicks forming? Okay, that tells me that this is not a good script to trade on. Okay, so that is my first thought process when I see Reliance for 18th Jan. Okay, but still, if you want, go ahead, apply the technicals and trade. Your trade will take place maybe at, the short trade will take place maybe at this candle, if you do not wait for this candle. Okay, I mean, anybody will go short here. Okay, and then it moves up, so the stop loss is hit. It's a bad script to trade on. Hope that's clear in terms of Ichimoku and the other technicals. Okay, right. Are you planning to include RSI in our H580 screener? I was actually wondering, Shiva, that why should I introduce RSI? What importance will it carry? It is just a number, right? It will just give us a number. But RSI, we make use of RSI when we see it visually in a drawn format, right? Let's say a script is coming up, is going up from the 40 mark towards the 60 mark. Okay, so it does gives us an idea that the script can go up, though the mark has not crossed, the 60 mark has not been crossed. But since the RSI line is coming from 40 mark towards 60 mark with a solid upward trend, we can think of going long that script. Now, if I put that number in terms of, no, if I put the RSI value in terms of number in the screener, how does it going to help? Okay, you don't have now. Please think, draft an answer and put it in HYD screener. Okay, and we will look onto it. Okay. And Shiva, I'm not denying that I will not have it. I'm just trying to understand what action will it give to our screener. That's it. Okay. Arul. Okay. If a candle breaches the VWAP supertrend pivot but above Ichimoku cloud, so we can wait to breach the cloud. If a candle breaches the VWAP supertrend pivot but above cloud. No, that normally you will not get. Okay, what you are saying is, if I get it right, if the candlestick breaches VWAP, supertrend, pivot, all the three technical, and if we see an Ichimoku cloud sitting above the candlesticks, then should we wait for the Ichimoku cloud to be breached or not? Normally, you will not get that setup, because Ichimoku cloud will always, most of the time it will be the case that one or the other indicator will be. Okay, so if you get such scenario, please do let me know. We'll have a look. But as of now, I don't think that scenario will raise. Okay, right, Parag. This cloud can be used for stop loss also. No. Don't use the cloud for the stop loss, Parag. Okay, the stop loss remains the same according to our technical discussions. Okay, Pradeep, can you show how you produced that blue volume wave? I did ping it. I pinged the setting. I will show it again. Okay, so you go to the setting of the volume, and here you see the volume MA. Okay, click on the drop down and select area, and then your favorite color. That is how you get this wave area. Somebody asked me yesterday and I had pinged the setting as well. I mean the screenshot of the setting. Okay. Right. Madhuram is asking, this is a silly question, but currently the overall market is having a, with the technicals work when the overall market is in the bear run? Yes, why not? I have been trading long since it has been more than 1.5 or 2 years that I have hardly gone short in any of the scripts. Okay, so the answer for you is, if Nifty is in the band, short your scripts. If Nifty is in long run, short the scripts. If you want to trade against the market, go ahead and trade it by applying the technicals. Okay, all depends on you. If you are a safe trader, follow the Nifty's direction, the overall Nifty's direction. Okay, and if you are very confident in technicals, you can also go against the market and trade, and you can earn money. Okay, not a big deal. Right, Lalan is asking, please send that video to us also. Which video, Lalan? Lalan, I don't have any video. Video will be shared with everybody. Okay, whatever you're seeing right now. Okay, after the webinar session, that will be uploaded onto the Google Drive. Okay, onto the Google Cloud, and you can have a look. Okay, Pivot Trader is asking. I didn't get that, bro. Please, what exactly do you mean? Okay, Hari is asking, dear sir, we should follow the same thought process as said by while using Ichimoku. Yes. So I am delivering the exact whatever I am uttering. Okay, whatever I am saying in the training program, I am saying my thought process. Okay, so you have to follow that. Yeah, right. So Sham is saying lagging span line from Ichimoku is going up before go up the stock clarified. Lagging span line, man, I forgot which one is lagging span line and the other stuffs. Let's not get into it, Sham. Just remember the thing which I said. According to the cloud. Okay, if you see any candlesticks falling within the cloud, don't trade, and whatever I said. So let's not get into the technicalities of those individual lines that we have here. Okay, right. Okay. Next one is Giridhar. Thank you for sharing access to the script. Now I am able to see the alert as and when I choose any script. However, the technical indicators aren't populated. As said in last answer, you will prepare a video for all of us to do final setup of TV, is it? No, I will share. This is the final setup, Giridhar. What else are you looking for? I'm not pretty sure. The video which I'm gonna make it is for batch 1 and batch 2, not for batch 3, not for you guys, because I've already explained everything about all the technicals. Okay, so yeah, Manoj, can you take example of Radico candle breach pivot but was below Ichimoku? Manoj, which date is it? Let's do it real quick. Let me know the date. Bhanu is saying, sir, I haven't joined TradingView yet, so whenever I join TradingView, I can mail you my ID, even if I join after months. I know. Yeah, Bhanu, please, no worries with that. Okay. Pradeep is saying, just confirming if the final setup of super trend value is 11.2. The final setup, okay, Pradeep, that depends on you. I use 10.3. Okay, I use 10.3, but 11.2 is a bit faster than 10.3. So do your own homework, do a small backtesting. Okay? You don't have to be in the live market to backtest things. Okay, so 11.2, apply 10.3 and see which is more comfortable for you. Okay, so Radico. Okay. Which one do you want me to check in Radico? Manoj, Radico, please check. Manoj, if you're listening me. So if you are talking about the Ichimoku cloud, okay. So this is the Ichimoku cloud which was breached from down to up, okay, and we can expect an up movement henceforth, right? Remember what I said, Ichimoku gives you an overall idea of the stock movement, right? So all the technicals remain the same, okay. So obviously you can take your entry at this red candle, the 10:15 candle or the 10:20 candle, right? Following the other technicals, because pivot was breached, VWAP was breached. We are avoiding the candlesticks from 9:50 a.m. till 10:10 a.m. because all these 5 candlesticks are falling within the Ichimoku cloud. Okay, now the 10:15 candle is the one which is outside of the Ichimoku cloud and also above the Ichimoku cloud, and you can clearly see that is giving a good support. Okay, also the gap between the pivot and the R1, it has not covered half of the gap, so we have a lot of room left to enter the trade and to book our profits. Okay, so you enter the trade, it zooms up and you book your profit just below R1, simple as that. Ichimoku cloud is below the candlesticks for the whole day. Hope that's clear. Okay, right. So Muhammad is asking, is your experience what is the best end of the day data? I mean, for clear and accurate data, stock edge, top stock research, iCharts. Okay, I normally take use of stock edge and this one, open interest. These are the two things which I normally trust on. Okay, stock edge and the open interest thing. Okay, be a place where there won't be any cloud forming. What needs to be done in that case? Nothing, man. If you mean the cloud is like very thin, like the way we have it here, right? Nothing. What will you do? If you see that the candlesticks are breaching that particular small area, the thin cloud area from down to top, the rules remain the same. Okay, so right, Manoj, I just explained 19th chart for Radico. The same thing happens on 18th also. So on 18th, if you want to go long at this place, obviously you can, because all the technicals are supporting. Yeah, let me make it a bit bigger. Okay, because all the technicals are supporting. Okay, and when it comes to Ichimoku cloud, you're not supposed to trade when the candlesticks are within the Ichimoku cloud, right? So you avoid your trades in this zone, okay, and you go short at maybe at this this red candle. Obviously you should not be going short because it just came out of the cloud. You wait for the next candle, it is a green candle, you don't enter. So maybe you enter at this red candle because it is breaching a kind of double bottom, right? So this might be the candle where you would be interested in going short. Okay. See guys, I know you need to be very patient in waiting for the movement, but that is the only way. The hard fact is you have to be patient to get the right entry, because if your entry is wrong, you will be lost. As simple as that. Yeah, 19th I've already discussed. I hope you got it. Okay, Anna Rajnikant. Okay, is the thickness of the cloud is something to look for? Not really. Okay, it should have some meaning, but the thing which I wanted to know, I knew it. Okay, so let's not concentrate on the thickness of the cloud. Okay. So Sonu is asking, when you get the stock in top gainers list for the day, do you check the overall trend of the stock in daily charts before taking long position using the 5 minutes setup? Not really. Okay, most of the time I don't. Okay, maybe out of 100 trades I might have checked it for 5 trades, but I really don't do it. Okay, so the overall trend of the daily charts do matter, but again you need to take into consideration some. Okay, Sonu, I will tell you one thing. This topic will be covered in the swing trading. Okay, you will know how to quickly have a look on the 1 day time frame and decide things. Okay, I would request you to hold on till then. Okay, as of now, you can take the answer as no. Follow the 5 minutes chart. That should be sufficient enough. Okay. Vikram, for MACD hugging alert with will scripts above 1300 won't give. Yeah, range is not sufficient for that kind of script. Okay. I'm not saying it will not give. It is not a hard and fast rule, because I have seen scripts with 1070 rupees or 1060 rupees price coming up in the MACD alert. Okay. So be mentally prepared be mentally prepared that any script which is having a price of above 1100 or maybe 1200 will not be coming in the MACD uh, alert. Okay, right. That is the problem, Vikram, that only 30 are allowed. I mean, that is the only drawback I see in TradingView. They should increase it actually. Alright, so Sham is asking, language spanning source Zerodha is one of 9 of Ichimoku is going up before go up stock. Sham, you can ping me in person and we will see how we can work on that. Okay. And if you have already done some homework, do share it with the entire team. Okay. Sunil, if candlestick not crossing from down to up, but candlestick down from up and take support cloud, so should we go long on that? Yes. So what you mean is maybe this scenario. Let's take this scenario. So so a script is coming down. You mean, okay? It went inside Ichimoku, and then from Ichimoku it started going up and closed above Ichimoku. So you are asking whether you can go long on that particular script or not. If the other technicals are also supporting, the answer is yes, you can go long. Okay, so the next one is from Ankur. The Ichimoku cloud setting so that I can screenshot, please. Yes, Ankur, as I said, I will share the screenshot, Scott. Yeah. Next is Brahma is asking, awesome. Okay, that was a praise for me. Let me not read it loud. Let me just read it silently. Okay, Brahma is asking, please tell about money management. I mean, how much percentage of capital to be allocated to a trade? I am asking you, bro, because if you are in red in one trade, you will cover it in other. Please see, that actually depends from person to person, Brahma. It depends on your risk taking appetite. If you ask me personally, if I am trading on 40,000 as my capital with a 40x margin, as an experienced day trader, I know that even if I make a loss of 10,000, okay, out of 40,000, if I make a loss of 10,000, the remaining 30,000, by using it, I can recover my losses and I can come out in profits. You getting my? So that calculation actually comes with experience. Hope you are getting my point. You need to know that if I'm having 10,000 as my capital, and suppose I lose 20% of 10,000. Okay, let's say I 2,000 rupees. With the remaining 80%, will I be able to cover that 20% loss and come out in profit or not? Okay, if you are sure about that, then your risk appetite is 20% of your capital. If you are not sure about that, your risk appetite, keep it as 5% or 10%. It absolutely depends from person to person. And that calculation is something which you need to make. Nobody can make it for you. Okay, so I gave the example for myself. If I have a 40,000, I can take the risk of being in loss till 10,000, because I'm confident that even if I make a loss 10,000, with the remaining 30,000, I will be in a condition to cover that 10,000 loss and come out in profit. Okay, that is how it works. Right, Vikram is asking for stock selection a day prior. How much Bollinger Band will help? No, I don't know. I don't use Bollinger Band. I have a small strategy for Bollinger Band for trading, but I do not Bollinger Band for selecting stocks for the next day. So I really have an answer for that. Okay. Can you also use Bollinger Band on 5 minutes candle for intraday? Yes. See, what is the importance of Bollinger Band, Vikram? The importance of Bollinger Band is the 20 SMA line that it has, right? Whenever the Bollinger Band squeezes, we get a hint that something is going to blast. Which direction is it going to blast? We have many technicals to know that, right? If you talk only in terms of Bollinger Band, it is like if the candlesticks are closing below the 20 SMA line, then there are all the chances that the stock will start falling, and the channel or the Bollinger Band will start expanding itself, right? So that is the only explanation I have it for you, bro. To be frank, I never use Bollinger Bands, okay? But in intraday, they do work. They do work for sure. I know many of my friends for whom it works, okay? But I have so many technicals with me that I am in no need of Bollinger Band. Okay, so next one is Maneet. What would be the best one, 9 SMA or 9 EMA? See, the only, okay, let me do the question. So Maneet is asking, what would be the best one, 9 SMA or 9 EMA? On internet, I found 9 EMA and 20 EMA seems to be a good combination. But as per you, it's 8 and 34 EMA. But I also found 9 EMA and 20 SMA in good combination. Okay. Nice question, Maneet. One thing you should remember, that all the combinations work. It is a hard fact and a sweet fact as well. Okay? Any combination you use, 9 EMA, 9 EMA, 20 EMA, 8 EMA, 34 EMA, 9 EMA, 20 SMA. You use any combination you want. It will work. Okay? But the thing which you need to keep in mind, where is the crossover happening? Is it happening near the support or is it happening near the resistance? Okay, so as of now, I will just cover this much. I will just tell you this much because the EMA SMA crossovers is something which I will get in the strategies class. Okay, but remember one, any of the combinations will work for sure. Okay, it depends which one impresses you more. 834 EMA is the one which impressed me because I have seen it working. Okay, but that is something which I was using years back. Okay, now also it is working. Okay, it's not that it's not working and I am communicating it to you. It is working now also. But the reason why I have taken off the EMA crossover thing from my chart is because I have got better things to be validating on. Okay, so there are better things which works absolutely fine. That is why I got rid of the EMAs. Okay, that is how it works. Yep. So be careful with that. Right. Kevin is asking, what if the stock breaches the cloud at 920 itself with support? Can we enter on that? Yes, 920 does come in the first 15 minutes, but you should have that much of strong technicals supporting you. So 920 is a safe time to end. Okay, since you know all the technical. Okay, 90 is safe time to enter. For us, okay, right. Ankur is asking, what I meant was, can you please open the Ichimoku setting so that I can screenshot it from your screen while you answer other questions? Okay, I am saying Ankur, I did get that. So let me do it for you. Okay, Ichimoku is here. This is the setting. Take a screenshot and just let me know once you are done, please. Okay, so. Ashif is asking, do you have any opinion on the usefulness of Kelter channels and intra momentum index? No, I don't, Ashif. I have never used them. Okay. Thanks, Maneet. Salman is asking, what is the difference between EMA and SMA? Okay. Full form of EMA is exponential moving average and the full form of SMA is simple moving average. The difference between EMA and SMA is EMA are faster than SMAs. EMA take the data based on the current price, okay, and SMAs take the data based on the average. So obviously SMAs will be slower than EMAs. Okay. But Salman, one thing to remember is whether you take EMA or SMA, both of them will work in the market. Okay, but you need to know, again, you need to know the support resistance things, where a stock is getting a good volume, where it is not getting a good volume, and the other technicals that I discussed. Okay, so that is the difference between EMA and SMA. I hope you're clear now. Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Ankur. Okay, right. Chaitanya, thanks for the session, bro. Thank you so much for your time, Chaitanya, for being so patient with me. Warren Buffett, what will you take up next week? Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot this. Guys, next week I will not be able to make because I'm traveling. Okay, so I'm really sorry. Blast me for this. Okay, but be rest assured that the training schedule will not be disturbed. Okay, so I will go ahead and extend the training for another weekend. Okay, it's not that if I'm not able to take one weekend, I will squeeze the training and I will try covering faster. I'm not going to do that. Okay, you can trust me. So the training was scheduled to be over on 18th, right? On 8 weekends. So it was scheduled to be over on 18th, but we will schedule the closure of this batch on 25th of February. Okay, please do excuse me, guys. This is something which I cannot avoid because it's because of my family. Okay, they want to go out on a long weekend. I really cannot deny that. Okay, please do bear me on that. Okay, we will continue next to next weekend. Okay, all right. Next one is what we're next week. Okay, second strategy and Q&A. Yeah, Chaitanya, you're right. So in the next week, next to next weekend classes, Saturdays we will cover the strategies, and Sunday, which will be the last class, for intraday, we will cover up the question and answer session. Okay, entire session will be question and answer. Ask anything that you might be having a doubt on from intraday training. Okay. Salman is asking which should be good, like open, close, EMA or SMA. See, if you're doing intraday, I will suggest EMA because they are faster. Yes, Mr. Barack Obama, we will be leaving on Thursday night and we will be back on Sunday late night. So yeah, the whole weekend. Yeah. Right, even we need some time, bro. Chaitanya is saying even we need some time, bro, to be read the videos. Thanks. Yeah, see, Chaitanya, I will tell you something. I even got calls and personal messages that we should not be having the class next weekend because it is a long weekend. Okay, so I think yeah. So let me not bring in those guys. I'm telling it from my perspective because I myself am traveling. Okay, so guys who need time, please utilize this time, and guys who are already in the plan to go on a long weekend, enjoy, get drunk and time. Okay, right. So Salman is asking, I'm also out of station and I'm heading to PT. All right, great. You have a good journey, Salman. Soma is asking, you deserve a long break. We have. Yeah, that's fine, Soma. That's fine. Thank you so much. Mahesh, please email the plan of training extensions. Mahesh is saying, please email the plan of training extension. Okay, fine, sure. I will go ahead and send out a mail to everybody that next weekend is an off and the training was scheduled to be ending on 18th, but now the 25th of February. Okay, and Mahesh, if I forget that, please, if you don't mind, ping me on Discord, tagging me over there. Okay, so that I can send out the mail immediately. Okay. No more strategies for intraday. Pavan, as I said, we have other strategies, but those strategies should be used for secondary strategies. Okay, the primary strategy is here right in front of you. Okay, right. I'm not sure what you're talking about because this is the only setting we have. Okay, this is the only setting that I see. If you go to inputs, this is the only setting I see. So if you want, I'm anyways going to go ahead and take a screenshot and paste it on Discord, so you can have a look there. Yeah. Okay. Not able to make changes in settings. No, Lalit, it's not. I'm not using Upstocks or Zerodha here. I'm using TradingView. I don't think they will give you the option to do that. I'm not sure. Okay. All right. So thank you. Thanks so much, guys, for wishing me a good journey. Any further questions, guys? Please do let me know, or else we can wrap up the session. Okay. Warren Buffett, let's do this. Crude is a one class. Okay, so crude is a one-day class. Okay, so next to next weekend with last class for intraday. Okay, if you want, I can take up crude after that. Okay, and if you want, I can schedule it at the end as well. Okay, so right now I have crude at the last. Okay, so but if you guys insist, I can bring it up. The intraday classes are over. Do let me know on Discord. Okay. Okay. Okay, Manit is saying, is there any way to know the major support and resistance of 1 day time frame through any indicator minute setup itself? I don't want to shift to 1 day time frame because 1 day is my favorite time frame for any trade till now before I entered into trading. Okay, Manit, it all depends. Again, I have told you support and resistance things based on the 5 minutes time frame, right? I hope you're clear on that. Okay, any support resistance thing depending on the 5 minutes time frame has been discussed. When it comes to 1 day, okay, I would request you to hold on, okay, because I will discuss something in the swing trading sessions that will help you out in deciding the stocks movement when it comes to the 1 day time frame. 1 day time frame is for sure helpful, but I do not want you people to switch to 1 day time frame with this setup. You yourself will get confused. So give me some time. We will cover it up in the swing trading session. Okay, so hold on to it, please. Yes, Mr. Warren Buffett, it is next to next Saturday. Next to next Saturday, we will be taking intraday strategies. Next to next Sunday, it will be a question and answer session, and it will be the last class for intraday. And the Saturday next to that Sunday will be crude oil trading. Okay. Right. All right, then no more questions from my end. Thank you so much. Kiran is asking, bro, Fires uses trading chart. What is your view? Fires has a long way to go, Kiran. They have not introduced any basics like the pivot points. I think Super Trend is also not there. So avoid Fires as of now. They have a lot of updates to make. But Fires, I would say, if you are using Fires 1x, that is the executable that they have, okay, the software. I have never seen any platform which is better than Fires. Okay, they provide so much of information in there. It is a bliss to the intraday traders. Okay, but the only negative point is they have forgot introducing like Super Trend and pivot points and all those stuffs. Okay, so as of now, hold on to it. Don't trade on that. Once they make the update, you can switch over to Fires. Okay. Okay, let's Shubham. Fine, let's not discuss it about over here. Okay, take a decision, everybody, and please let me know what should I do. Okay, I will according to your convenience. I don't have a problem with covering crude early or covering crude later. Okay. Thanks, RBR. No. Warren Buffett, I am not covering crude in the next Saturday. No ways, because the intraday trading is still not over. I cannot bring in a different segment altogether in between the intraday trading classes. Okay, so intraday trading will be over, and only after that I will jump to the crude. Let's not confuse people here. Okay, let's not do that. We need to have a sequence. Yeah, right. Can moving averages for 200 SMA? 200 SMA will be covered in the strategies section, Maneet. So let's hold on. Thank you, Warren Buffett, for the understanding. All right. Thanks for the session. Thank you so much. I'm sorry if I'm not taking out your name, but I thank everybody. Okay, for being patient with me. Thank you for the session. Have a nice. Yeah, sure. Thank you, Vinod. Thank you. All right. So I believe we don't have any further questions, guys. So let's wrap up. Okay. I'll wait for another 20 seconds maybe, and if I don't get any questions, I will go ahead and end the event. Okay, and all the best for tomorrow, guys. Let's see what the market has in store tomorrow. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to trade or not. I will surely try to give out the calls here. If I trade, I will I will surely share the screenshot, whether it's a profit or loss. I will share it. Okay, right then. All right, more 10 seconds. I'll wait. Thank you, Ashif. Great. Thank you so much. All right. I trust that nobody has any further questions. I'm going ahead and disconnecting the session. I am ending the event right now. Okay. I'll not be able to hear and see anybody here. Okay. Thank you so much. You all have a good day. Okay. I see a question here. Waiting for your response on IOC chart. Vikram? Did you ping me? Did you ping me on Discord? Day before yesterday. Do me a favor. Please ping it on the training queries channel. Once again, I really miss things because there's so many charts to go through. I would have missed it for sure. Please do me a favor. Ping it on training queries. I will address it tonight for sure. Okay. I'll finish up all my tasks. Then I will address your question. All right then. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vikram. Thank you for the understanding. And I am going ahead and disconnecting the session. Okay. Have a Sunday evening, guys. Enjoy your time. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
ice cream cone.